Hi everyone, welcome to my studio and my YouTube channel. My name is Andre. Today I want to show you how I paint watercolor and I'll be drawing also with the inks. Normally I'm doing a dip pen like this one, but today I will use a glass dip pen. This is a little different. So let's see at the painting board and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, sketch is done. And we have a glass dip pen. They come with different sizes, different colors. I'll be using a regular fountain pen, inks, and a dip glass pen. And let's see how that works. I mean, dipping and it holds very nicely on a glass pen. And let's draw some. And I thought there would be only one line or thickness, but if you put on a different angle, you can actually have a different size of the lines. It's not as like you will be working with a still dip pen, but it's just great and hold much more ink than a regular classical metal dip pen. And very nice. Have a funny little sound. I didn't record it, but have a little sound when you're scratching the surface of the paper. And it's just very nice, and I actually love this very much. At this moment, I'm using cinnamon ink, or the name of the color. It's just sort of like a earth tone colors, which I love it. It's similar to the amber when I'm using burn amber, when I'm using the waterproof ink. This one is fountain, designed for fountain pens. And I just want to show you from different angles that it's just fantastic tool, this glass dip pen. I didn't realize it. I haven't used this before. I guess I'm more like a classical guy and using the still metal dip pens, but this is love it. I think I'm gonna make a more of those drawings with that thing. You just see on this close-up, you can see it. It just beautifully line goes, and I can control the thickness. It clean very well. I mean, just put it in the water, just spin it, and it's done. So now I'll be blocking the background and foreground with watercolors. People who don't know me don't know that I'm using bristle brushes rather than brushes designed for watercolors. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just feel I have more control with those bristle brushes. And I just kind of love it. They let me do it in a dry brushing and scratching, which regular brush, watercolor brush, is just more for like washes and very smooth. This time I'm using watercolor brush, but just for the facing and the areas. I could do this with bristle brush, but for some reason I decided to use that for the skin and the goat hair brush, mainly for the watercolors. I would say this is my preference, and sometimes I just love it. I mean, the watercolor brush is just holding too much water and too much paint for me, and I just love to control the areas with less paint, more like a scratching, dry brushing. In certain areas, I will go with a soft brush, and where I need more paint and more liquid, or I would say more like a wash rather than paint. So just about to finish doing blocking the background. Basically this is like a registration with the colors where I'm gonna work. I switch back to the bristle brush, so they allow me to put the paint as also lift the paint, and I'm just finishing the tied up the painting and the colors. Later on I'll be just lifting paint in different areas when I feel like that should be lifted and more like translucent. And in certain areas I will put a little dry brush paint, so this will be thicker and more saturated colors for my desire. So I'm doing the same time lifting and putting a little bit more color. And many times I'm using a little dry cloth or paper towels to lift larger areas, and you will see me in the whole process that I'm switching between little brushes and paper towels, and sometimes I even use the sponge. In this area I just want to make a little flower petals a little bit more translucent, so I'm lifting the paint. There's another flowers I want to make a little bit transparent and give it a little dimension for the flowers. And later on I probably will be using ink again. I just tied up the little areas, and I will just dry brush her face. I'm not after the I would say realism. Is just kind of my impression of the girl playing violin, and I want everything kind of little dramatic, and because the sort of like a music going through her, and all. Oh man, I will fix later on the lips. And at this moment you can see that I'm using white, but this is the not Chinese white. This is actually the gouache. Many times I'm using gouache with watercolors. I guess that's me. You can see it. Still, I'm using the bristle brush, and this is synthetic. In this area, I kind of find that's perfect for the gouache. And more for me, not necessarily everybody will like that way, but this is how I'm painting. And so almost just about to finish the work with the colors, and this one's a little bit gouache. I decided I will do a little bit darker and a little stronger, saturate with the colors, the little flowers, and you can see it how they just ink I used to use for with a glass dip pen kind of bleed to the surface, but I'm gonna coming back with the ink, and here I go, and I'm gonna hit that with a cosmic pink, and I do some little lines. And I just like to work watercolors and inks and the lines together. They just give you a little action, and especially when you have some movement. In this case it's just violinist. I'm gonna put some little lines on the flowers to make a little drama and excitement, and so you can, when you look at the paintings, you will have this illusion of the hearing and seeing the music at the same time. And especially in this close-up you can see it, how wonderful is the glass dip pen. I would say even better than a regular classical still nim pen. I just love it. I think I'll be using more and more. I mean, I finally get the hang of it, and I have a little control how I want to do it. I can make a thick lines and a dip, thin lines, and it just depends how you hold it. The pen. If you more vertical, you have a thin line, and sideways to get a little bit thicker line. So you have to try it, but I just love it. Glass pens come in a different variety of tips and designs, and some of them are fantastic in the colors, and some of them, just like mine, just regular. Prices vary from, like, I would say $5 to $300, and depends where you're buying and what kind of tools. It's just like a fountain pens, you know. You can buy a fountain pen for $5, and you can buy for a couple $1,000s. It just depends what you want, what kind of tools, but you have to just kind of learn how to use it. And with this glass dip pen, it won't take that long. you will love it. So if you buy for $5, $6, you'll be just love it. And then later on, you may go for colorful or artistic, almost like a sculpture. But it just, if you want to just play with it and using as an art tool, then probably this won't be just fine. And I just want to, in different close-up, show you. I'm using right now the cosmic ink again, and you can see it. They're just little different lines, little thick and thin lines, and just love it. I may start make it another painting in the future with inks only and without watercolors, and just play with the glass dip pen. I love this. I need to do more sketches with that. I almost just finished the whole paintings. I hope you guys like the presentation, and I strongly encourage you to using the glass dip pen. It's just a fantastic tool. And this is how you see it, the little lines here. This is little violinist. See you next time.